So, this is a spur of the moment live. I am done working for the day, and it took a lot out of me, which is the topic that I want to talk about today. But at the end of my work days, I always detangle my hair and stuff. So, I decided to come on here and do it live. I talked my husband to death about it already, and he was just like, "Why don't you go live and talk about it?" But I was telling him I wanted to sleep on it first. Hey y'all, let me stop talking and let people come in first, because then I'm gonna have to say all this again. Hey party people, give me a two if you can hear me okay. Um, Basically, to make a long story short, well wait, give me a two if you can hear me okay. I'm gonna wait for more people to come in. This is a spur of the moment live. I just want to have a conversation about something good. And I figure if I am bare and detangling, well, this is just scientific brushing, super simple. But I just want to have this conversation because it's something that I'm really passionate about, even though on YouTube I make videos about a bunch of different things, right? Even though I make videos about a bunch of different things here on YouTube, my main priority and my main objective is to really, really help women, like men and women, that deal with different like scalp disorders and scalp infections and different things of that nature. But the only reason I'm coming on here, and it's about to be super quick because I'm about to start cooking. I just wanted to come on here and have this conversation because it made me really emotional today for whatever reason. It was just like every client that I had today, literally every single client, it was like I was just talking to the same person or having the same conversation over and over again, just with a different woman in a different body. And it's just like the amount of women on that book me day to day, the amount of women that I talk to, men and women that I talk to day to day, that are now just stuck in this never ending like place trying to like figure out hair growth and all of that. It's crazy the amount of people, and literally everybody's telling the same story. And I'm not saying it from like a negative perspective. I love y'all so much, and I got you, like I got you. But it's just so unfortunate that so many people, so many women are in this position. It's mind boggling to me, like how many people are still in the same situations, and the people who got y'all in the situations before are doing something completely different. So um day to day, and like I said, I don't want y'all to feel like y'all are the only ones out there that are going through follicle infections. The reason that I'm coming on here real quick for this live is because like the things that go viral are like when somebody hair grows, or when a certain thing that they do makes their hair grow. But the stuff that y'all don't see is the stuff behind the scenes. Like the stuff that y'all don't see for everybody who's like just now starting stuff, the stuff that y'all don't see is the majority of the women like who was talking crap to me in YouTube videos. I am a very forgiving woman because I understand the majority of them have booked one-on-one consultations, and I've helped them repair their hair from the team natural thing that they were doing before. So it's like I'm not saying this to get on nobody. I'm just making this real quick. Honestly, it's for me. Not even really for y'all. It's for me because today has just been a really heavy day. Like women who like will start off the consult with them telling me like different things that they dealing with, and like what the issue is at hand that they trying to fix. I gotta go get a comb. What the issue is at hand that they trying to fix. Like I'll have them tell me all that stuff, but then when we sit down and get to the bones of everything, like they've literally tried everything that I've made videos about saying don't do. And at this point, most of the people who are booking one-on-one consultations with me are people who didn't listen to me before, and now a lot of the things that I told them would happen have now happened. Hold on, I gotta get a comb. I'ma just flat twist my hair while I'm here with y'all. Yeah, so I don't know. It really like bothered me. Yeah, that's me. My hair has had me depressed for years now. From long hair, bald spots, and depressing. Pray for everyone going through this. But this is the thing. This is what when I say, and I'm naturally an emotional person anyway. Y'all about to be my mirror. I am naturally no, y'all not about to be my mirror. I need one. Hold on, hold on, player. I should have been prepared. I know, girl. I know it's ghetto. I know it's ghetto. I know it's ghetto as hell. I know. I'm sorry. I know it's ghetto. I know it is. I know it's ghetto. I know I should be doing better. I know. I know it's ghetto. I know. I'm sorry. The thing about it, the thing that made me emotional, right, is the fact that y'all think that it can't be fixed. Like they literally have it. Things are literally set up now to make black women believe that like the only way that your hair can receive moisture. Hold on, y'all. I can't multitask. The only way that your hair can receive moisture, the only way that anything good can come of your hair is if you add some type of product to it, or like you really believe that. And like two of my consults today, I love y'all. I ain't telling y'all business. But two of my consults today were with women who have literally done everything. Like every team natural hack you can think of. Hold on, real second. One second. Let me just practice real quick. Everybody who I had talked to today, literally every woman that I talked to today, had a scalp infection. And then what happens during my consultations, what we do, I ask you a series of questions to get to the cause, because most of the problem is everybody wants to start with the effect, and the effect is the bald spot. So you want to like, oh, what to do to heal the bald spot? No, we have to figure out what caused the bald spot in the first place. This is so hard to do with y'all right here, by the way. Like, no, you have to figure out what caused the bald spot in the first place. What caused the bald spot to appear in the first place. But instead of that, people just go ahead and attack the bald spot, not understanding that most of the time, the thing that caused the bald spot to appear in your head in the first place cannot be fixed with a hair product. Like, it's something that happened internally, but you never go to the internal to tackle it. And it was something like, because if you are a marketer or something, you're gonna be mad that I'm even giving this information right now. But one thing that y'all don't know, you have to create the way that you make a bunch of money. You have to create like a big problem. You have to create like a buzz about something. So the issue that has been created and perpetuated with black women is that your hair is somehow lacking something, and the only way that you can style it, the only way that you can do your hair, the only way that your hair can have any moisture, anything, is if you add products to it. The only way that you can style your hair in any way, shape, or form is if you add products to it. All three of my coaching calls today, literally the same conversation over and over again. Love y'all. They already know. I already asked them both if it was okay for me to share minimally. All three of them, I mean. But when we have these conversations, literally all of them tried everything. They all tried rice water. They all tried everything. And like, was using coconut oil to grease the scalp, using blue magic to grease the scalp, like just trying everything. And then they've recently found me and then booked the consultation. But then when we get down to the nitty gritty, and this is everybody, not just this group of women, when we get down to the nitty gritty, I tell all my clients, give me 3 months. You're going to be straight. Give me 3 months. Because in these 3 months, with you following a certain type of regimen, you just reset the body's natural hair growth cycle. That's it. That's all. But nobody's been pressed or thinking about like trying to talk about hair care, hair growth, how to grow hair back. It's just like, use this hair product and it'll make it happen. Like, no, it's not about a hair product making something happen. It's about you learning your body, learning the science of hair, learning like the basics. But instead of learning the basics, everybody's been learning hacks, and it's been going on for so long. Like, it seems fresh and new, but it's not fresh and new. The only thing that's fresh and new is the effects. Like, certain people in certain industries have found certain like other jobs. So everybody's now being faced with being able to see the difference between actual cosmetologists and people who just play in hair. The top of my thin out, and I'm using wild oil to use medicated. Listen, this, ooh, I love you so much. Literally, your comment is why I'm live right now. It just, I'm just naturally an emotional person. So, and I flow back to be here. It's literally making me teary eyed because I've been talking to women all day, and I understand like your hair is everything. Like, if your hair is breaking off, or if your hair don't look right to you, or if you embarrassing, you bald, like, it's embarrassing, it's stressful, which makes the hair fall out even more. I get it, I understand. That's why I'm a cosmetologist. That's why I do what I do. But what hurts, what is so messed up to see is, for the last 10 years I've been saying the same thing over and over again. But most of y'all have follicle disorders. Most of y'all, when y'all go see the dermatologist, y'all all have the same disorders: seborrheic dermatitis, CCCA, y'all traction alopecia. Y'all all have the same disorders. But yet and still, y'all don't know dandruff. People think dandruff is dry scalp. Dandruff is not dry scalp. Dandruff is oily scalp. But everything that's going on with y'all scalp, instead of y'all tackling it from internally, the first thing you do is go get an oil. Oh my God. It's so, and then it's so hard to see, like, y'all will really try. Like, my client today really tried. Like, she really went in, really like tried to take her time and find what looked like a hairstylist that specialized in natural hair, just for her to tell her, okay, I got seborrheic dermatitis. And then she sold her a bunch of oils. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. And at first, like I said, at first I wasn't going to come on at all because I didn't want it to seem like I was angry. I'm not angry or nothing. It's low key like sad. Like, I love what I do, and it's so sad to see so many women just like hurting and insecure and feeling ugly and all of this. And it's the solution is so simplistic. But the reason that you most don't want to follow the solution is because the solution is not instant. Like the solution is going to take time. You have to kill an infection in the follicle, and then after you kill the infection in the follicle, then you have to trigger your hair growth cells to start growing again. You have to trigger the hair that's in your follicle to get out of telogen effluvium. Like, there's a lot to do, and one product isn't gonna fix it. It's just so fun. It's really frustrating. When I say it's frustrating, I don't mean like, excuse me. When I say it's frustrating, I don't mean like, oh, my clients are irritating or my clients are frustrating. It's just like, you don't need that. Like right now, y'all haven't seen me add a product. Give me a 2 if you seen me add a product. You haven't seen one. So using wild growth oil, right? If the top of your hair is thinning out, the most likely the top of your hair is thinning out for 1 or 2 reasons. Either you got a follicle infection, or you have your hormones. Your hormones are pumping a whole bunch of oil into the follicle, which is making the hair thin out. So if your hair is thinning out because of an overproduction of oil, is you adding more oil to your scalp gonna make it better or worse? Wow, like y'all gotta pay attention to when y'all being marketed to. And so I know it sounds like I'm intense, but I am intense because I'm this is the end of my work day. It's 3:00 here. Well, it's 2:50 in Vegas. This is the end of my work day. All day long, I have been helping women get to the bottom of folliculitis, CCCA, traction alopecia, and so many other things. And the root cause of it, when we get down to the bottom of it, everybody's doing the same thing. The same thing. Oh my God. Everybody's doing the same thing. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. That is the definition of insanity. Oh my God. So understand the insanity of adding oil to a scalp that is already overly producing oil. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. From me saying that, it's insanity to put oil on a scalp that is overly producing oil. Oh my God. How do you kill the infection in the follicle? So, Kenya, what we need to know, we don't need to know how do you kill the infection. We need to know how did you get the infection. That's what I'm talking about. Not you. That's what I'm talking about. We don't need to talk about how to get rid of the infection. We need to know how it was caused, because peep game, if the infection was caused from a certain hair practice that you did, and then I teach you how to fix the infection, and then you keep doing it, bacteria and the stuff on your follicle is alive. And guess what? When you kill something, it comes back stronger. If the muscle gets tougher, so that way you won't be able to kill it as easy. That's why folliculitis is one of the hardest scalp disorders to kill. You know why? It's because it is a viral bacteria. I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description box. It is a viral bacteria, which means that it colonizes. So it'll go from one spot over to a bigger spot. So if you just co-wash it, if you're just lightly washing something off and you rinse 10% of it off because you just co-wash it, guess what? When it comes back, instead of if you rinsed off 40 of them, it's gonna come back with about 80 of them. Because you rinse them off and they know it, they're smart. It's a smart bacteria. And it takes time to kill. It won't be, oh, you wash your hair a couple times and the infection is over. It don't work like that. And like I said, my intensity comes from just so many women being stuck in the same thing with the same disorders, with the same patterns. And then the reason it's frustrating is I've spent my whole day, I'm literally in tears, but like trying not to cry. I've literally been doing one-on-one consultations all day long. Women in tears about their hair. Most of them old enough to be my mother, some old enough to be my grandmother. And they all do the stuff that y'all arguing about. The stuff that black women are freaking spending their time arguing about. It are the things that I'm constantly healing. So it feels like sometimes it makes you feel like you doing stuff for no reason, because it's like when you heal one, you gotta fight against 100 more. Like you get people to stop doing one hair hack and then another one come out the next day. It's just like and like I said, it's not coming from me being irritated, because it's fine. I'm full of empathy right now from like just like listening to women and what they dealing with, like, and just like when I hear like all of the money, like all of the stuff that y'all go through, like for example, in the last couple of days I've had quite a few consultations. Out of 10, every last one had really, really broken ends, and out of 10, every last one with broken ends used the Rivera blow dryer, and it's been using it since it came out. But we don't make the correlation. We don't make the correlation between sticking your hair in a freaking hole and pressing the button and your ends being broken off and your hair thinning out over time. You don't put those two things together. That don't make, you're not gonna link that together. You stick your hair in a hole. None of y'all know what is in the hole. You don't know. You just trust in the Lord. And you just stick your hair in the hole, press the button, and trusting it's gonna be dry. You trust in that blow dryer more than you trust the Lord. And then everybody's like, oh, well, my favorite YouTuber told me that, like, sis, the blow dryer is $500. Okay? The blow dryer is $500. So if the company reaches out to me and asks me to promote it on my channel, and only one of my 200 or only one of my 170 something thousand subscribers buys it, just one, they make $500. How much do you think I'm getting paid to tell y'all to buy it? Think about it. If one person, spends $500 on the blow dryer, how much money do you think I am demanding as the influencer to promote this expensive ass blow dryer on my channel? And that's all I'm gonna ask you. And with that question in mind, do you think that influencers are motivated to tell y'all to buy this blow dryer? Do y'all think that the only reason that the blow dryer went viral is because it works so good? Or do you think that there was a little incentive? I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I see someone say to take pumpkin seed capsules. Listen. I've been, like I said, I've been on coaching calls all day. Just because social media has y'all under the impression that because herbs are from the earth, they are safer for you to just use and try in your hair. It is more dangerous for you to use herb randomly in your hair without knowing what it'll do, pros and cons, than it is for you to use a hair product. Do you understand, for example, volume that you could get in the grocery store, at the pharmaceutical company, or that you need a prescription for? Volume comes from valerian roots. What they do, just like how I teach you guys how to make an extract or glycerite, what they do, they take it and they take the properties of valerian root and then they add their own additives to it. So that way they can trademark it and then they sell it to you. But Valium and valerian root is the same thing. Just because something comes from the earth does not mean that you put it in your hair. So if y'all think that the team natural thing was bad, if y'all think that the outcome of randomly planting hair products was bad, oh baby, what do you think it's gonna be like with you playing with the same plants that doctors use to make the drugs that you are paying money for, that you got to get a prescription for? Every prescription drug that you have comes from a plant. Drugs, heroin, poppy seed plant. They just take the poppy seed, dry it out, smash it up, and then sell it. And that's what people are addicted to. Just because it comes from the earth don't mean it goes in your hair. And let me tell you something. Plants are nothing to play with. Just like you have to consult your doctor before you take a new medication, you need to consult your doctor or your primary care physician before you start taking any supplement, period. I make supplements. I make extracts. You need to talk to your doctor first. Herbs are powerful. They're powerful. And like I said, the reason I feel I'm so intense is because I am. It's so, just imagine like listening to women and like their feelings and their emotions and everything that they're going through with their hair all day, and then getting on the computer and seeing people, yeah, lock method, this apple cider, it's like, and women really don't know. Like, y'all really don't know. You're out here like trying to figure it out. And as you're trying to figure it out, you run across these channels. Just like you sitting on your phone watching me, you can easily be like, you know what? I'm about to make a video. And get up, make a video, it go viral, and then boom. That don't mean that you're an expert on nothing. But that's what's been happening. That's what's been happening. And it's so unfortunate now because now the Team Natural and all of the stuff that's happened with it has pushed most of the real cosmetologists out. So now y'all don't know the difference between a hairstyle. Like, you can't tell the difference between a real cosmetologist and a girl playing their hair. My client today had seborrheic dermatitis, and overproduction of sebum. Her hairstylist sold her butters and oils to treat her scalp infection. Oh. So my frustration isn't to clients at all. It's just like, what in the hell is going on between the sheets in the hair home? What's going on between the sheets and the hair home? Oh my God. Lord. All right. That's all. I just want y'all to know. Y'all love, y'all not crazy. Anybody can grow hair. Anybody can grow their hair back. All of that. Like, it's not complicated. Like, it's not complicated at all. I knew that would be trash. It doesn't give a good blowout. I'm not saying that it don't give a good blowout. I'm just saying long term sticking your hair in an invisible hole just don't make sense. I agree 100%. There is no transparency with the hidden incentive offer to sell a product. But see, this is the thing. You don't have to worry about it. And I'm not saying nothing directly towards you, but this is where my frustration comes from. Everybody want to blame somebody else except for themselves. Not you. But it's like nobody's putting a gun to nobody's head and making them do nothing. Nobody's reading anything. Y'all, most of this, oh, and I'm not trying to be offensive to nobody. Most of the women that have scalp infections and stuff, or for example, I'm just gonna use one woman for an example. A woman that's 40 years old, right, that has a scalp infection because of Team Natural videos, you have been listening to girls your daughter's age about what to do to your hair and not questioning it, not looking it up for yourself, not Google. Whose fault is that? And I think like that's the problem that a lot of people have with me, because people don't like to have accountability. It's like, whose fault is that? Is it the YouTuber's fault? That's why I'm not blaming them. You know why? They were just creating. And when they made a video about hair, it went viral and they started making stupid money. And they probably barely liked their job. So it's like, okay, I can make one video and make $10,000-$15,000 a month by just making up shit. Okay, I'm gonna keep making up shit. They're not requiring me to give them no facts. They just see my long hair. I can make up stuff as much as I want to. There it go. Like, and I'm not saying that's right. Just because somebody let you use them and do some crazy stuff don't mean you should. But it's like, that doesn't deduct people that followed them from responsibility. And that's why I love my clients, because everybody that books with me knows that I'm real. Like, I don't be yelling or nothing at people, but like everybody knows that I'm real. I'm not gonna pacify and pussyfoot around stuff. Like, no. You gotta have accountability, because if you don't have accountability, you're gonna constantly be in the same situation over and over and over again. Because you didn't learn from it the first time. So why would you not repeat it again when you didn't learn the first time? You're going to do it again. No. And that's the stuff that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The reason that doctors give Rogaine is because Rogaine resets the natural hair growth cycle. So that's why they give you Rogaine, because and this is the thing. A lot of black women like to say, or a lot of women like to say, oh, he was white, so he didn't understand. The only thing that they don't understand is why you grease your scalp. They understand everything about the human scalp. They just don't understand why you grease your scalp, and they don't understand why you don't listen to them when they tell you not to do it. That's the only thing that they don't get. They understand everything about a black woman's scalp, because the only difference between a black woman's scalp and any other woman's scalp is the size of the follicle and the amount of sulfur to sulfur linkages in between in their hair shaft. That's it. That's it. So there's nothing about a black woman's hair that's that complex that a white doctor can't understand. It's not true. It's not true, guys. It's not true. Because as a black woman, as a cosmetologist, I did everybody's hair. I had just as many Caucasian clients as I did African American clients. The only difference is most of my Caucasian clients did not want to be on YouTube. That is the only difference. That's the only difference. And the ones that y'all didn't see are just the ones that did not go viral. That don't mean they wasn't there. That just means they didn't go viral. So you probably didn't watch it. But I'm going to open it up if anybody has any questions. But I figured I could kill two birds with one stone, show y'all scientific version what it's like. If you're a person who wears twist outs, like this is just my hair blown out. But like, let's say you a person who wears twist outs and stuff, this is what I mean. You should be flat twisting your hair at night or something, but just leaving your hair uncombed. I don't care how your hair is. I don't care how it is. Like, if you cannot brush your hair, like obviously if your hair is in braids, if you got box braids, I'm not asking you to undo the box braids every day. That's different. That's a style that's meant to be left in a certain amount of time. And the important part is prepping it the right way. But outside of that, if your hair is out, you need to be combing it. And the reason that I am combing my hair is because, like I said, my body deals with hidradenitis suppurativa. So, and I live in the desert. I live in Nevada. So, it's the desert. There's like tumbleweed. You can see tumbleweed going around. So, because I live in the desert, I make sure that I'm combing my hair every day. I comb my hair every day. So, what I'm doing right now on camera, I do every single day. And so, but then, like, let's say you want to keep it like this and you don't want to undo it, you don't have to. You don't have to undo it if you don't want to. Like when it's not my skin cell turnover week, because it just so happens to be my skin cell turnover week. So if it's not my skin cell turnover week, then I'll normally leave. If I have my hair like this, I'll leave it in twists for like a week. You don't want it to dry out, tangle. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't run into matting and tangling ever. Like ever. It's not that deep. And I just happened to comb my hair out before we started. But if I wanted to wear them like twisted, I could. But I didn't set my hair in twist. I set my hair in a blowout. But if I would have set my hair in a flat, like in flat twist, like if I did this while it was wet with a foam wrap, and then I followed up, and like, still comb my hair every other day or whatnot, then it wouldn't be a big deal at all because my bonds set around the perm rod. My bonds didn't set this time around the perm rod. My bonds set with the blow dryer. Right now, it feels dry. It's very hot here. But the thing is this: God is God is a masterful creator. God is very aware that in a lot of climates it's hot. So I live in Nevada. I've been living here since I was 16, but I am from Detroit, Michigan, where it's cold. Two completely different climates. Michigan is completely wet, like more humidity than anybody needs. Here, completely dry. All of the humidity that lived in Vegas is in Detroit. Okay, that's the difference with my hair. But guess what? My body knows how to set to each climate. And the more I put products on my scalp to try to make up for the change in climate, the more my hair messes up. When I was standing behind the chair and my clients moved from the Midwest to over here in Nevada, they had a certain regimen and it had nothing to do with oil. Nothing to do with oil whatsoever. We were not putting oil on their hair because they moved from a wet climate to a dry climate. I am from a dry climate. I'm from a wet climate. I moved to a dry climate. I do not put oil on my hair. Y'all been sitting here watching. I have not put any oil on my hair. There's nothing on my hair but what I used to blow dry my hair in the last video, blowing it out. That's literally all this on my hair. The shine that you see on my hair is my natural oil. That is it, and that is all. That's it, and that's all. Just my natural sebum, nothing else. So at this point, as I'm doing scientific brushing, when people are like, "Oh, Sia, what oil do I use for this?" When you see me get irritated when you ask me that, it's because you don't need one. You don't need one. They've been playing y'all. Oh, and it's frustrating because I've literally been like getting plans together to heal people from this stuff all day. Like it's you don't need it. That's why I'm coming on here looking dusty like this, showing you I don't need it. How often do you put oil mid shaft of your ends? The day that I blow dry my hair, that's it. I don't go back and do it. There is no more hair. There's no more oil on my hair since the last time I blow dried it. I have natural oil coming out of my scalp. I haven't. There is none. There is none. There is none. Y'all have watched it. I haven't put any oil on once. I don't. I don't put oil on my hair. There's no, and you can see it. Does my hair need oil? No, it's coming out of my, and guess what? In a couple of days, I'm gonna have so much oil on my scalp that it's gonna make my scalp itch. And then I'm gonna have to wash my hair. So there's never gonna be a time where I have to add more oil because when I have to wash my hair at the end of the week is because my scalp has released so much oil that is making my scalp itch. Please give me a 3 if you understand what I'm saying. Please give me a 3 if that makes sense to you. So when y'all are constantly running into scalp inflammation, think about it. If I haven't put anything on my hair since the day that I shampooed it, if there's nothing on my hair since the day that I shampooed it, and everybody else shampoos their hair and puts 50 million products on it, sometimes once or twice a week, 3 or 4 times what do you take on the inside? I don't take anything. I drink medicine, I drink herbs, but I don't drink anything specifically. There are herbs that I take, of course. I'm a herbalist, but I like I still haven't put one drop of oil on my hair yet, and I'm not. I'm not. One drop, not one drop, not one drop. Ain't nobody never like, oh, Sis hair looks dry. If they said it, they was a hater. And their mama's a hater too. Most likely their mama's a hater too. They be watching my videos hating together because I have an abnormal amount of oil. Like I don't have any makeup on. The shine that you see is oil from my skin. It's not that deep, y'all. It's not that deep. Like basic. Keep it basic. Like, and that's what I want y'all to do. Go read my testimonials. Go read some of my reviews. Like everybody that takes the 7-day challenge, one thing that you're gonna notice across the board, everybody is shocked at the simplicity. At the simplicity of their new routine. And not only shocked at the simplicity of their routine, but seeing their hair grow that inch that I promised every month. That over an inch and that over an inch and a half every month. Go read one of my latest reviews. Like, how good is to take pumpkin seed capsules? Asking love. When you asked me the last time, I told you pumpkin seeds have a lot of good properties, but pumpkin seeds also have a lot of bad properties. I don't know you, so I can't tell you whether or not pumpkin seeds could be good for you or whether or not they can be bad for you. Huh? What's wrong? It's just life. Why? You about to be ghetto? Anytime you ask me if it's a client or is it just live, that means that you about to do something. And I know my shirt on inside out.
Excuse me, y'all, but don't listen to her. She don't know shit. What she talking about? She been lying to y'all this whole time. Don't listen to her. Keep using rice water. Keep using. What's the other one?
Apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, y'all apple cider. But keep using all of it. It's great.
Can you give me the crochet needle up? How's it going? Can you give me the crochet needle out the cabinet thing? It's the one with the little pink handle when you open it. No, in the yeah. He's annoying. It wasn't funny. Don't get he. And the thing is, watch somebody granddaughter gonna be like, see,
I knew it.
I knew it. Her husband put her on blast. Thank you, baby. They said, ha ha ha. Seeing line.
Line your ass off.
Line your ass off. He's annoying. He's really annoying. But that, I don't know, I feel better. It just really bothered me. Like, it really, really bothered me. Because the women who I had consults with today were some of the sweetest women ever. And you could really tell that, like, everything that they did because they really thought that they could trust the person that they was listening to. And I told them all. I said, I don't know why you trusted her. She don't do nothing. She don't know. She ain't do nothing. I have on clothes, but nobody told me the shirt was on inside out, so I have to change it. He's annoying. He's annoying. I don't remember the last time I greased my scalp. I have learned enough from your videos on how to take care of my hair. Well, that makes me feel good because some of y'all be being special. Like I'm my word for 2023 is accountability. Like That's all I got. I love y'all so much. I don't think anybody has any questions, but this was just a really little quick rundown of like a mini scientific brushing session. There's barely hair. It's just a couple of like, you can't see that. It's a couple of small little miniature little pieces and stuff around. But that's it. And I really want us to get to a place where we're able to like have conversations. I really want us to get to a place where we're able to do the process of elimination and really just sit down and like make some choices and draw some lines ourselves without us being so easily manipulated. Like, we should not be so easily sold to. You know? Like, people shouldn't be able to just be like, oh, try this. Like, no. And I'm not saying don't ever buy another product again, but what I'm saying is if right now the products that you have work, or if right now you like the blow dryer that you have, and I make a video and say, look at the new blow dryer, and if ain't nothing fucking wrong with your blow dryer, oh my God, it ain't, the video is not for you. The video is for the lady who looking for another blow dryer. Your blow dryer is not broke, girl. Stop just going out here and buying all this stuff and then blaming other people that you broke. Ain't nobody done told you to do it. So I love y'all so much. I love y'all, but I do want to say, if you have any type of follicle infection, any scalp disorder, if you feel burning and itching and stuff like in your scalp, and don't go put no freaking on it. Oil is not going to fix anything. Nothing. Nothing. The only time you need to be using the oil is if you are trying to use it to detangle your hair, or if you are using it, or if you are using it as a carrier oil for an essential oil and then rinsing it out, shampooing it out, not sleeping in it for 17 days. Saying, I used to hate the taste of tea. I love the taste of your nettle tea, though. Oh, do you? Listen, tea, let me tell you something. Me too. And that's what made me fall in love with tea. And that's why, even though I sell a lot of, even though within the apothecary, there are a lot of single blends, like you said, the nettle, for an example, I really enjoy making herbal blends because it makes it so that I'm able to really, really play with a lot of different flavors, because all herbs have different flavors, right? And sometimes when you put them all together, it's that's like my Crimson Magic. That's like one of my newest blends, and it's freaking amazing. It has so many different herbs in it. So it just gives, everything just gives off its own like undertone and hint. Saying, do you like wheatgrass? Yeah, it's cool. What do I do if I can't get to a salon near the tram? In the video that's gonna be up tomorrow, or better yet, when this video is over, go over to my free group and like join my free group. And when you join that free group, whenever I make that class public, which will probably be later in the week, whenever I make that class public, then I'll post it within the group. Yeah, so both of you, when this video is over, give it a minute, but check the link in the description box and go join my free herbal group, and it's free to join. But y'all, don't be joining the other ones that's private, because I'm not gonna let you in, because you could only get in those if you pay for the challenge, right? Anyway, just make sure that you are in that free group, and once you become a part of that free group, whenever the class is available, I'll put it in there. So both of y'all, because I do have a class for y'all, and I think that's another reason why I was frustrated, because I'm like, God damn it, I don't even know. I want to send my clients to hairstylists, but I'm like, I literally don't know. Excuse me. What hairstylists I can send people to? Yeah, so YouTube, everybody in here that wants more information and stuff, make sure you join my free group. And the thing is too, when you join my free group, you can like request me to go live. You can ask questions within the group. Granted, I'm going to answer those questions in video form, but you can do all of that stuff over there in the group. And if enough people want me to talk about a certain topic, then I'll address it. Can you put the prices on the things you offer down the line, please? Well, when you go over to my website, all of the prices for everything that I offer is there. So yeah, as soon as you head over to the website, when you go to sign up for the 7-day challenge, it's gonna tell you how much it is. When you go to book me and you put in all the information, it's gonna tell you how much it is. When you click on my ebooks and you look through the website and stuff, it's gonna tell you how much everything is. So when you head over to my website and you start clicking on something, if you see something that you're interested in, click on it and the price will pop right up for you, baby. Sugar, baby, but I offer a lot of stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just wanting to get that off my chest and then kill two birds with one stone, showing y'all how simplistic scientific brushing is, how easy it is to move oil from the scalp to the ends. You know, like it's not complicated. I know it is made to seem like it's complicated. It's so frustrating. Like I'll organize my thoughts a little later and put it like in video form so I could show y'all like the screenshot so you could see what I mean. But like just so many people just having these arguments like, oh, yeah, you can't, black women, we don't have, and these are black women talking. Oh, yeah, oil doesn't travel down our hair because it's curly and we have to do this and you got to add oil in. You can't have it stretched because oil won't drip down. When y'all say that you got to do certain stuff so oil will drip down, it is the most irritating thing I have ever heard because sebum is not an oil. Like in your mind, when I say you have a natural oil coming from your scalp, you think that it's the same consistency of the do-grow oil that you put on your scalp. No. Google it yourself and look up a medical journal like I taught y'all in the previous video. Don't just go random Google because those people who don't know nothing, they just randomly making stuff up and putting it on the blog. But when you go do your research, sebum is a waxy substance. So it has to be pulled down the hair shaft. It has to be dragged down the hair shaft. The number one way to drag sebum down the hair shaft, regardless of race, regardless of texture, is with a freaking comb or a brush. Oh my God. No, it don't have to specifically be board bristle brush it. Board bristle hand. No, it doesn't. Just a brush. Like a brush, just a brush, any brush. That's the easiest way to get sebum down. So when I hear women saying, oh, you got to have it this way so oil will have time to drip down. Scientifically, right? Scientifically, a woman with hair that is 26 inches long, a woman with naturally straight hair that is 26 inches long, oil did not drip down from her scalp to her ends in 3 days. Because if we're going to talk about the speed that it takes oil to travel down a curl, the same exact time frame that it would take oil to travel down a coil that's about 5 inches long is the same amount it would take oil to travel down a straight line that's 29 inches long. So if you track the velocity of the speed of oil traveling down a 9-inch coil and a wax traveling down a 29-inch coil, it's the same speed, my love. Women with naturally straight hair who have their hair coated in sebum, the hair is not coated in sebum because they sitting there and it's creeping down. It's coated in sebum because they brush their hair in the morning when they wake up and at night before they go to bed, and multiple times throughout the day. Sometimes at their desk. Sometimes they just sit there and comb their hair just to comb it. The oil that comes out of your scalp is a waxy substance that has to be combed down. If you don't wear your hair straight, curly styles, is it okay to put love? I love you, but I can't today. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know how else to say not to put oil on your hair. Like, I don't. I love y'all. And yeah, I will have a video coming next week. And yeah, not next week, probably tomorrow. There'll probably be a new video coming tomorrow where I break more things down. I hope nobody's taking it offensively, but I've been doing this for so long. No, I know you just asked it, but I've been doing this for so long. You don't need any oil for anything. The only time you're going to need additional oil, babe, is if you are healing your scalp from something that is causing the sebum to be slowed down in the first place. Other than that, you don't need any oil whatsoever. So, um, I am trying to figure out a way to help y'all understand that you do not need hair products to grow hair. Anybody that is in my 7 day challenge, anybody that is in my 7 day challenge is in shock at how little product they need. And the reason that I'm saying that isn't to get you to join my 7 day challenge. It is to get you to understand that hair care has nothing to do with hair products. Hairstyling has nothing to do with hair products. So it becomes enabling when I talk for an hour and the only questions people have is like, what oil do I put on? It's like, so I'm not upset with anybody, but it's just like I'm, if anything, myself just trying to figure out like what other way can I say this? Like I don't like, what am I don't know. It's what I'm trying to explain in all of my videos is that it is the jojoba oil. It is the carrot oil. It is the coconut oil. It is all of the things that y'all put in y'all hair that is giving y'all scalp infections is what I'm trying to get you to understand. So I don't want to give you counsel on what oils to use, my love, because it is the oils and the butters that y'all keep putting in your hair that is damaging it. So I want you to focus on your hair health, not what hair products you put in your hair, because the hair products that you use, how much of it you use, the frequency in which you use it is all going to be dependent on your scalp's profile. So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to hear me and say. Like, it's literally like social media has y'all stuck in this mental time warp where y'all are like the only way to have healthy hair is with the hair product and some way some and that's not they're my plans, my process, and I'm not talking directly to you, my love. My process has nothing to do with hair products. Hair products are the problem because it's the crutch that everybody goes to. But we are supposed to, like, the whole video, if everybody just came in, start from the very beginning. And if you new to my channel, I'm begging you, go, like, just binge watch. Just binge watch all my stuff. Like, almost every Team Natural hack that's out here, I was the one telling people not to do it when they was doing it and getting attacked for it. So I've been talking about this for a very long time. Everything that you hearing people talk about is new. I've been saying the same exact thing for like the last 9 years. So I'm not being rude. I'm not, but it's like I want us to move past this. Oils, butters are not the solutions. Hair products are not the solutions. But listen, don't ask for nobody. Ask for you. Don't ask for nobody. Ask for you. Don't ask for them. If it ain't for you, don't ask it. They got the girl that got they got toes and heels and elbows like you. Yes, here in the Caribbean, almost one persons use it. I don't have to try not using it. We're learning now. It's like, and most people don't under the. If you ask the woman why she's using oil on her hair, she's gonna tell you because black women's scalp don't produce oil. And then when you tell them that's not true, yes, they do, then they want to argue with that. So we're going to argue that God made black women incomplete. We're going to argue that every other race of woman on this planet, even other species, listen, by you being a black woman who believes that black women's scalp don't produce oils, you believe that God gave every living organism on this planet a sebum, a sebaceous gland, except for the black woman. So the creator of all loves your dog more than you. The creator of all gave your dog a sebaceous gland, but not you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The one thing that all black women believe that they don't have is also the one thing that black women do that don't no other race do. And the one thing that black women have a slower process of having is long hair. And the one thing that we do that don't nobody else do is grease their scalp and put petroleum and butter in their hair. If you walk into a hair, and I'm telling you what I know, I've been doing hair for well over a decade. If you walk into a hair salon and put oil anywhere near a woman of another race's scalp, I'm just gonna be like, oh my God, no. Oh my God, I will just, oh my God, no. Like, stop. Not you, just in general. I knew I wanted Denise to hear you. So this is the thing. Let Denise see my old videos. I love y'all, and I will make as many videos as I need to. But y'all, I have no joy in saying the same thing over and over again. It gives me no joy. It brings me no peace. I know some people will be like, ha ha, I'm right now, and everybody's listening. I do not feel that way. I don't feel that way. It like hurts my feelings to see people going through things that I tried to make videos to prevent everybody from avoiding. It doesn't feel good. So I don't want to say it over and over again. Tell Denise, girl, watch my old videos, girl. Y'all don't like repeating stuff. I don't either. This girl, come on, girl. Girl, ooh, girl. And it's a few that's gonna argue about it. Guess what? I'm not here for y'all. I'm not, and it's okay. There is a ratchet corner somewhere in the world where they grease each other's scalps and put rice nipple juice on their eyebrows. God damn it, go over there and have a tea party. Like, drink your pickle juice in the cups, put marshmallows in it. I don't care. No. Some days like today are just a little emotional when you're constantly having like a day full of women like that feel ugly and just in this horrific place, and watching women with bald spots the size of my face, as smooth as my face, in the middle of their head, and all they've been doing is following all of the Team Natural hacks that y'all still arguing about. It's it's just, and not confusing, but it's just like, damn, because in one breath, I'm just being honest. Like in one breath, I want to be like, let them do it. Like I don't care. But then I talk to some women and they really didn't mean to give themselves these type of follicle infections. They really did, even though they shouldn't have been listening to them. They really did in their heart believe, okay, this may be the truth. This may be the way. And so what's frustrating is to constantly see and hear women constantly arguing about the same shit that don't work. But we're not talking about anything that's gonna build, nothing that's gonna add more. Like, let's make something new, let's make something different, let's move on. So the next generation, like I have a daughter, so that my daughter's generation ain't fucking trying to figure out how to grow their hair. So that in the next generation, Black women are not the laughing stock of the hair industry. So that in the next generation, Black women are not the easiest group to make bread off of. That's why I do this. Not to argue with no, it is to I'm constantly defending women I don't even know. No, they not dumb. They not dumb. They just think, no, they're not stupid. They just and then they'll watch y'all argue and call each other bees and all types of stuff. And then they just be like, shit, they must be real passionate about it. Let's make a product with it on it. They'll definitely buy it if they disrespecting each other over it. So at the end of the day, if you got me or a professional like me that's like, oh, the science of hair, this, don't do that, don't put this in your hair, don't do that, do this instead. And then the people who are selling products, who are trying to make money, they watching and they can see, okay, the people that got the money, the people that I'm targeting, they don't give a shit about the actual science of hair. They actually attacking her. They don't like her. We ain't gonna make no money with her. Who they paying attention to? Her? But that's not true. You shouldn't put that in your hair. That's bullshit. No, that's not. So they're like, okay, they want it. All right. So you know what they did? They put rice water on the product on all of the products. Do y'all really think that they were fermenting water? No, they just put rice extract in it and then put it on a label, and then you went and bought it because you was like, oh my God, it got rice water. Easy money. That's all that's happened. That's all that happens with anything. Same thing with apple cider vinegar. Y'all don't find it weird that a certain addition or a certain additive goes viral, and then a couple of months later, there are products to represent that all over social media? Y'all don't think that's weird? Give me a 2 if you think it's weird. You don't think that's weird? So, yeah, I love y'all, but again, I told my husband I wasn't gonna come on right now because of like how I feel right now. But he thought it would be a good idea just to document it. So maybe later on another day, if it pops up like, oh, why y'all so intense? And it's because after a long work day of having women that I'm talking to that are crying and seeing bald spots, and when we get down to the nitty gritty, the problem and what led them to it, because this is the thing, when you book a one-on-one consultation with me, what we do, we don't, most people, they be like, okay, I got a bald spot, what do I do to fix it? No. That's the end. We can't start at the end. We need to start at the beginning. So I have all of my clients paint me a picture of their hair routines, their hair patterns, and everything that they've done over the years to their hair and all of that stuff. And then as we're talking, and I've been doing it long enough to know when people leave stuff out, I be like, go back. So what about that? What about that? What about this? What about that? What about this? And then by the time we about 20 minutes in, I know exactly what led to the scalp inflammation, what they did to get there. And then at that point, I explained it to them. I tell them how we're going to kill that bacteria, how we're going to tackle it. And then we get a brand new regimen together. And then there are things that they have to cut out. And I let them know that if you do not cut these things out, I cannot stand behind my results. I just simply cannot. Everybody who does what I say, scalp inflammation done, over with. It's a done deal. What do you mean? It's a done deal. The only people who don't get results from me are people who want to do what I say and grease their scalp. Do what I say and use Blue Magic. Do what I say and do the rice water. So, yeah. If they want it, we'll give it to them. That vinegar was real strange to me to begin with. That's what I mean. Whatever y'all listen, if y'all make eggs, it's the first thing that popped up. Make green eggs pop up and go viral. Have a video go viral talking about green eggs and putting green eggs in your hair. I bet money it'll be green egg shampoo running around. Y'all should try it. I'm not doing it, but somebody just do something random as hell. Put it in your hair. Make it go viral. Bet money it'll be a product based around it. Because that's what it's about. You really think these companies are really sitting there thinking about you and what you're doing with your hair? They don't know you. They're thinking about making money. Point blank, period. They're not thinking about your hair and how it grows. You know what has to make me feel good, babe? What has to make me feel good? Before we go, do y'all have any more questions? Because I got to go get dinner started and I look dusty. And I only came on here to make me feel better, honestly, because today has been a very heavy day. Like, literally everything that I've ever made videos about. And I do want to say this to all of my clients that booked me today. Y'all some of the realest women, period. Because everybody was like, hey, two of them were like, hey, I was one of the people that was rude to you on that rice water video. You were right. Look at my hair. This is what's happening now. What do I do? It's what I've been doing all day. Except for two. Two of my clients were not like that. But the other ones. Don't forget the hand. If you want to read the ignorance of black folks reading here, go read the old thread incredibly stupid. No, I am okay. I am okay. But this is the thing. A fool only get to stay a fool if people paying attention to the fool. If people stop paying attention to the fool gonna stop talking. The only reason that the fool keep talking is because y'all keep paying attention to the fool. Every time the fool sell a product, buy it. So why would the fool stop talking? Every time the fool talk, the fool make money. It don't make sense. If y'all stop listening to the fool gonna stop talking. But the fool is the one that y'all put on the pedestal, so that's who controls the market. The scientists don't control the market. The fool does. I'm just keeping it real. Oh, I appreciate you. Very true. It's all about the money. What else is it about? I think if everybody gets in real, like if everybody wakes up out of this, like, why can't we be friends? Like, grow up. People are just like when you get up in the morning, you about your bread. Y'all think these companies is in it for hits and giggles? No. They want to know what's going to sell the most. That's why they not trying to contact people like me, because you know why? I'm not going to make them residuals. I'm not going to make no hair company no residuals. Because I will never promote a product as an end all be all. Just like Olaplex. Olaplex, I'm not recommending Olaplex to my clients to cure a scalp infection. Olaplex is a bond reconstructor. Olaplex is for the hair that is already on your scalp, Sugar Bear. If you bald, what bond is it supposed to be reconstructing? They ain't poked out yet. Follow the money. Good to see you live, Cinderella, but it's now in London. Oh, bye, boo. I learned so much from you. No problem. Brushing will make it soft more. My hair soft as ever. Like a smooth woman's face. I don't want to say like a baby's butt. That sounds weird now. When they archive, there goes my original. Thank you for your brutal honesty. And the thing is, I don't even think it's that my honesty is brutal. It's just honesty. Ain't nobody been telling y'all the truth. Everybody sells y'all these little dreams like, all you got to do is put this product on your hair and it's fixed. But they didn't sell you that dream to make you feel good. They sold you that dream to make money. And nothing that you bought has worked. That's why you keep buying more stuff, because it doesn't work. What they do, they created a problem and then gave you a solution to fix that problem, so you think that the product works. All of these products sold y'all all of this stuff to help y'all do the lock method. You got to do the lock method. Here are the products that you need for the lock method. Then they have y'all putting all of these products on. And every chemist that makes, like, I have no respect for a chemist that is promoting the lock method. None. Because the chemist knows that the hair shaft only absorbs 36% of what you put on the hair shaft. So if you doing a lock method and you doing a liquid, or oil, and a cream, after your hair absorbs the 36% of the oil, of the liquid, it's not even, your hair shaft can't even absorb 100% of the liquid. It only absorbs 36% of the liquid. So that means the remaining of the liquid that it didn't absorb, along with the oil and the cream, are just sitting on the hair shaft. And where do you think it's gonna go? Directly into the follicle when you lay down, because you air drying and the hair is never drying. So it's just sitting on top of the hair. So you got follicle infections that's slowing down your hair growth, but then they give you a hair growth product that kills the bacteria that you're creating. So then once the bacteria that you're creating is dead, then your hair is growing like normal. And guess who gets the credit? The hair growth serum. That's how the game goes. Like, what are we talking about? That's how the game goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, you can't bond hair that ain't there. What you trying to repair? How you gonna repair a bond? What you bonding together? You bonding in your scalp? Y'all, if y'all really think of, but just watch this video multiple times. And then come back and just play just really think about stuff. My hair was down my back. I started following the lock method, and now my hair is chewed up. I am now going back to the basic. Thanks, Ian, and I'm already seeing progress. I'm so sorry. It just. I know it's probably like, oh, she's so extra. No, this is like what I've been doing my whole life. Like, I've never done anything else but hair. Like, it was crazy when I was making all of those videos. Don't do this to your hair. Don't do it. People was like, "Bitch, you know what you're talking about, bitch." I was literally trying to prevent this, and to see, like, sometimes it feels like I made all of those videos for nothing, because it all still happened. But you're right. We're gonna be okay, Tanya. We've already talked about it. Are you the Tanya from the 7-day challenge? Because I have multiple Tanyas in the 7-day challenge, but are you the Tanya that just started? If you are, boo, we got it. But just it just breaks my heart. You're one of the people that I'm talking about. If you're the Tanya that I think, you're one of the people I'm talking about. It just really bothers me. It's so many of you. Like, it's so many. Like, mind you, Tanya, I know for a fact, I didn't talk to Tanya today, but literally what she just said, every client that I had today had this same story. Also, you're not even the Tanya. See, this is too much. You're not even the Tanya from the literally the Tanya from the 7-day challenge literally had the same exact story. Do y'all see what I mean? Where my intensity is coming from? Y'all are all having the same fucking hair shaft disorders, the same scalp disorders, and y'all all did the same things before. I'm not like y'all. People who make videos, oh, don't do this to your hair, don't do this. They're not, nobody's freaking hating. We're trying to help. If somebody says, all you gotta do is put this on your hair and it'll be healed overnight, they're trying to fry you. They're trying to fry you, my guy. Like, they're trying to fry you on God. There's not one product that you can put on your hair that's gonna heal the hair shaft. The hair shaft does not heal. Once it breaks, that's it. It does not come back together. If somebody tells you that you're gonna use a product and it'll heal it, they lying and they trying to play you. Period. Y'all see what I mean? I'm sorry. It's a lot. Like a lot. All freaking day. All day long. So Tanya, you are my 6th one today. You are the 6th woman today that has said this to me. The 6th. That's a lot. It's really freaking sad. It's making me sad. But whatever. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anybody's comments. And just making sure that I don't miss anything. But I do want to I'm talking like this, I'm trying to calm myself down. I do want to give you guys a couple of visuals for you to take screenshots of until our next meeting. Take a screenshot of this for me, please. If you haven't done so already, take a screenshot of this for me, because I really need you to know about all of these hair shaft disorders. I want you to research all of them, right? Like, I don't listen to what anybody has to say when I'm even me, right? Take a screenshot of this. What I want you to research these hair shaft disorders for yourself. Do not get on YouTube and watch any videos about it. Research every hair disorder for yourself. Read literature on it. Figure stuff out. After, when you type in these disorders, type after it .gov or .edu. After you type it up, and what's going to happen, what Google will pull up for you is medical journals. Because if you just type in any of these disorders, if you just type them in Google, what is going to pop up is some random YouTuber or some random anybody who just did some research and then put the video up on social media for people to see. But that does not mean that it's valid. You want to search medical journals, because when you search medical journals, not only will you find the information, but you will find the studies linked to the information so you can read it for yourself. Now listen, it's going to be a lot of reading. A lot of reading. The videos that y'all watch be 10, 15 minutes long, if anything, and telling y'all stuff. But the journals that y'all gonna see, when y'all actually research these different scalp disorders, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Oh man, it's a lot of information here. And then you'll see how they only took one little bit, one little piece of the information and then did a video. So that's what I want you to think about. You see where this knot is right here? This is the scientific name for single strand knots. I want you to think about it. When you have split ends and your hairstylist is saying, oh, you need to get a trim every 8 to 10 weeks. The hair disorder at the top right is the hair shaft disorder that we're trying to keep you from getting. But if you have a whole bunch of broken ends, this is the hair shaft disorder that everybody is trying to keep you from getting. So take a screenshot of this and research every scalp disorder on your own. Next up, take a screenshot of this. And after you take a screenshot of this, when you're talking to somebody who says you have to oil your scalp, you see this pus within the hair follicle. That's an accumulation of course, bacteria and all of the different things that are full, that the follicle is full of. Look at the healthy hair follicle. If you look at the healthy hair follicle, there is no pocket in here that makes room for products to be added. The hair follicle is not constructed to hold oil or sebum or anything that you want to put on the hair shaft. This thing that you're looking at right here is the sebaceous gland. Notice on the infected hair follicle, not only is the hair follicle and the root itself infected, but so is the sebaceous gland, right? The sebaceous gland is pumping out an abnormal amount of oil, and there is some type of blockage here preventing the oil from getting out. Take this screenshot here, and when you say that the scalp needs to be oiled, when you look at this, tell me how that makes sense. All right. Next up, I want you to go ahead and take a picture of this. Take a screenshot of this, is so you can see in like real life progressive hair loss and what it looks like over time. Is not something like, oh, you use a product, your hair falls out. No, it's something that happens slowly, gradually. So these are things that I want everybody to think of. These are screenshots I want everybody to take and save for themselves, right? This is the diagram of curly, wavy, and straight, wavy, and curly hair, the size of the follicle, and how that differentiates between how the hair comes up through the follicle. Take a screenshot of that. Give me a 2 if you're still with me so far. All right. I want everybody to take a screenshot. Understand what we're looking at. Understand what the hair shaft is. It's not just something that you could just slap a product on and everything will be okay. No, it's not that. All right. So yeah, I love y'all. We're gonna head on up out of here. But I do need y'all to know that a lot of these hair shaft disorders that we have, a lot of the things that is going on with the follicle, we can all get past. We can all get past. We can all heal from. I know it for a definite fact because I help women do it on a regular basis. I'm doing it day by day. But just because it's something that I do for a living does not mean that I enjoy having women that are in a place where all of their hair is falling out and they feel so bad and so insecure about their hair and the way that they look and the way that it's growing. Like, that doesn't make me feel good, right? It doesn't make me feel good. So I just wanted to come on here to encourage everybody to start doing their own research. I'm just giving y'all, like I said, just giving you a couple of different places to go look. The place that I want everybody to start again is with these hair shaft disorders. I really need y'all to start with these hair shaft disorders. Start here and really start doing your research. Really start learning about these hair shaft disorders and how they affect you. if they affect you, right? And the thing is, even if you feel like you don't have a hair shaft disorder, let's say you feel like you don't have a hair shaft disorder, I still want you to learn about them. Because by learning about hair shaft disorders, you can then learn how to prevent them. Slight change of topic and tea on my which tea would help you with bloating. The marshmallow roots and hibiscus is amazing sauce for bloating. Amazing for bloating. Amazing for bloating. But all right, I love y'all so much. That's all I wanted to come on here and say. I wish it was a way that I know it's gonna happen soon. Because most of the people who used to make content like that don't even make her content no more. So they done with it. They knew it was some bullshit. And they like, I can't make up nothing else. I quit. But I really, really hope that everybody goes out of their way to make it their priority to research things for themselves and not to just throw anything in your hair, just to throw stuff in your hair. I really hope that that works out for everybody. But yeah. Alright, I didn't miss anybody, I don't think. Just making sure. I know it takes a while to type, and I remember last time I was like, do anybody have any questions? And then somebody was like, I was almost done typing, and then you ended it right when I was clicking send. So I'm gonna give it like one more minute. See, we just had a thing. See, we about to go. And I know it's a lag, so I gotta wait. But you're welcome, love. But yeah, it's and then when you go over to my website to purchase some of my teas, actually I can share the screen with you. I think when you head over to my website to purchase teas in the first place, they all have pretty good descriptions telling you exactly which tea to use. I mean, which tea does what. I'm gonna share the screen really quick. Share the screen really fast. You're welcome, boo. Okay. So listen, hey, player. Your girl's website is monetized, you know what I'm saying? So if you head over there and you see a little ad or whatever, you can click a RT on it, read it for me. You feel me? Because your girl's site is monetized too. YouTube and Google, they the same people. You feel me? But anyway, why are you? Hi. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to say thank you to you and everybody else who's ordered tea for me. And you, per se, you are such a loyal customer. And I package your orders myself. So anytime I see one of my customers, I always know. And I'm so glad that you love the gunpowder. It's literally one of my faves. And do me a favor and write me a review. I'll show you how to write the review in a minute, but boo, write me one. Okay? Like, write me one. But okay. So if you wanted to do my 7-day challenge, you can. It is literally right here. You would just click on this button here. And after you click on this button, it takes you straight over to my 7-day challenge. And it explains everything. It even like plays
Hello,
video.
I'm Sindal, and welcome inside the 7-day hair growth challenge. If you're here, you're interested in learning more about the 7-day hair growth challenge and what it can do for you. So let me
Yeah, so if you head over to my website, it'll break everything down. It explains the 7-day challenge in really, really good detail, what you get out of it, all that stuff. So you can go over there and it explains it, like I said, in good detail. You can just use this button here to slide over and check some of my teas. But if you head over to the actual apothecary up here, like if you just click on the top button, then it'll take you to this page where it shows you everything all at once, along with the disclaimers and all of that. Click on this button, you head over to the extracts. I'm going to be adding quite a few new extracts this week, so look out for that. And then after that, of course, you have my herbal tea blend. So you click on this button here, and when you click on this button here, it takes you right over to all of my teas, all of the blends. Like, for example, you could do a quick view of the photos, and these are actual photos of the tea that you would be getting. These are not photos from like online. These photos were taken by me of the actual brews, right? Video coming really soon showing you the inside and outside of this, right? So if you wanted to view more details on the tea, you would just click on this button and then it takes you right over here, right? Well, it tells you everything that you need to know about the teas. You can leave reviews if need be, right? So like I said, those are all of the tea blends, and it really works out. Oh yeah, soaps, and so many other things. Then there is the herbal group that you could also get to straight from this tab, straight from this page, if you wanted to. So it's a lot of really, really good information, you guys. Like if you just want to go over there, take advantage, start learning a couple of things, like it is
How to make your own nut milk. And if you're
right?
allergic to nuts, this is not for you. Boil some water and then add about a cup of the nut of your choice. Remove it from the fire for about 15 minutes. Then add about a half a cup of water to a food processor. Blend it up. Then add it to a cheesecloth and sift it out. And now you have
right? So once you're over here, you know, you can purchase different classes. Remember when you guys were asking me about different classes and things of that nature that you can take, how to trim your hair and things of that nature. All of those videos are here. You can purchase them here. But they also play like little short
hello,
clips
Guru, and
here.
welcome to Scientific Brushing a One-on-One. I want to start by saying hello to all of our new members.
So yeah, after this, you know, is over, I will go ahead and send you guys the link to this page just so you can go on and like figure stuff out and see what everything looks like and everything. But this is the gist of everything, you guys. If you want to learn more information, if my videos aren't enough for you, then head over to my website. All of the links will be left in the description box below. Y'all, please stop putting random stuff in y'all hair. As you can see, it be stressing me out. But I love y'all. Stay blessed.